So getting into section 7.6, what we're going to do is two things. First, we're going to convert algebraic expressions. We're going to draw them actually out of sentences, and then or equations out of sentences. And then we're going to start solving problems, story problems. And we've been doing this throughout the course, but we're going to look at a more systematic approach. And first off, we want to talk about how do we translate English words into mathematics. So first off, the equal sign. When do you use an equal sign, or when could there be an equal sign? Now, this isn't always the case with the word is, but oftentimes is can be a clue that we want to be using an equal sign. Is will typically suggest that. So, for example, 5 is 3 plus 2, or 3 plus 2 is 5, or 3 plus 2 is equal to 5, or 3 plus 2 results in 5, 3 plus 2 gives 5. And now that takes us to plus. We can represent the plus sign in English using the word plus. The sum of 2 and 3 would mean 2 plus 3. Increased by 2 increased by 3 would be the same as 2 plus 3. Now, the minus sign, 7 minus 2. 7 subtracts 2, or 7 less 2. They all mean 7, that symbol, 2. Now, another one you'll sometimes get to be a little confusing is 2 subtracted from 7. So to illustrate the difference, so 2 subtract 7, we would write as 2 subtract 7. But we're going to use a stronger pen. So 7 subtract 2 would be this. But we could also say it this way: 2 is subtracted from 7, or 2 is taken away from 7. That also means that same thing. What's the difference? 7 subtract 2, we said the 7 first, and the 7 goes in front. But when we say 2 taken away from 7, we're actually saying the 2 first, but in this case, the 2 still is right here. 2 taken away from 7 would be this. So with subtraction, you have to be kind of careful there. Now, times 2 times 3, or we multiply 2 and 3, the product of 2 and 3 means multiply, times. Likewise, you might say 6, or 2. This one actually is an interesting one. We could say 6 divided by 2. So 6 divided by 2. It's going to be this. But we could say this differently. We could say 2 divides 6, and it still means this. We're simply saying that 2 is going to split 6 up. So again, it's kind of like with subtraction. Now, here the 6 is first, and we have the 6 in front, but here the 2 is first, but the 2 is behind. And again, with subtraction, and just to write this down, you can say 7 subtracts 2. You get that. Or you can say 2 is taken away from 7, and you still get that. And this is a case where is does not mean an equal sign. All right. So yeah, any questions about that, let me know. That can be a bit confusing. Now, twice and double, if we double something, we say times 2. Squared, Like if we say 4 squared, well, whatever it is, square. So 4 squared would be this. And then something that's cubed, say z cubed. We get something like that. Now, where you can find some of these in the textbook is page 485. They have some of these, so that can help, kind of flip back to that page to determine how to translate some of these expressions or equations from English into mathematical symbols. But that's the basics of it. If you have any questions, let me know.